6 days since reshifting to Kumano Hot Spring. Early morning bathing area. A magician dying twice would be one thing, but 5 times. Sir, we can't afford to stand around stunned. We need to extinguish the fire first, and then confirm that this woman is Elko. You know how to keep your composure, Mash. It's rare to find a person capable of voicing their beliefs in a confusing situation. You're clearly a league above the woman on fire there. Now we wait. She should be here at any moment. Yep, I figured that I died, right when my memories were linking with hers. Oh, whoa, it's full of people. Have you all met me here? Sorry for the confusion. If that's the case, seems like you've been through it. Care to tell me what happened? And that should be everything. Thanks for the detailed account, Yuki. That really conveyed how everyone has been feeling. You finally accept the situation then, so any opinions on today's murder, Aosuki? For starters, I'm the culprit. It's evident from how the murder weapon was my magical bullets. Is this the work of previous culprit? That imposter taking the shape of other guests, Wanwan-sama. Ishelin was after rejuvenation, Baza was after love fulfilled. Sugutan Rainbow was after male reincarnation, and Ryoga was after family prosperity. On the previous occasion, I was taken by surprise, fought to a draw, died to protect someone else. But today, I think I didn't get a chance to fight back because... You guess the reason, Yuki. Because you're a candidate for the 5th string Spitshrew. Bingo. Ishelin generally got younger from entering the 1st secret string. As an action that initialized Wanwan-sama's system. And she was supposed to die later for witnessing the clone of the person who got their wish granted. But the first Elko got in the way, she took the curse that was meant for Ishelin and died. That makes Ishelin the first person to get her wish and survive to tell the tale. Now that you mention it, no one got their wishes from the 2nd to 4th strings. After all, they couldn't enter the bath with Elko standing guard, but their wish for the secret string were genuine. That's what caused the fakes to appear. They are the product of dipping in the waters. What create the fake is the desire for the secret spring, and they are killed as a price for getting their wishes. As the system became Wanwan-sama's curse, Elko's interfering stopped the cycle. The proof of that is how they still have water. If the water is heated with magical energy is what grant the wishes, then it should be spent when the wish come true. But secret springs 2 through 4 still have water. The wishes for an imposter but didn't get to be granted. That's how it works? Couldn't the secret spring have a less cumbersome mechanism? Huh? Wait. Though since the shoulder paint exterminator spring is dry. Aosuki bathed in it. I'll refrain from saying why she would, but her line of thought must have been. I already thwarted the curse 3 times before, and Wanwan-sama was gone, so what could possibly go wrong if I go for a final test? Does that check out? Ridiculous, there's no way I'd get carried away like that. You know, Shizuki intuition is only sharp when it doesn't count. Point proven. I'm convinced. Well, I think it was half wanting and half needing to test it. I imagine I wouldn't want to spoil the nice case closed mood, which is why I went to examine it alone. Mainly because we still haven't figured out the first Elko reason for coming here. On another note, Tobimaru, why are you so unfazed by this? Because there was no surprise to be had. This number is rounded up nicely. The system replaces you when you die, so it goes as is. Day 1, Aosuki number 1 arrives. Day 2, Aosuki number 1 murder. Aosuki 2 replaces. Day 3, Azuki 2 murder. Azuki 3 replaces. Day 4, Azuki 3 murder. Azuki 4 replaces. Day 5, Azuki arrives and get murder. Azuki 4 remains. But is there a mechanism in place saying that Azuki 5 can't be replaced 4 unless she's dead? That necessity for being killed off somewhere. That's a logical conclusion, though I think Azuki 4 was aware of this contradiction. He figured out this much and didn't tell anyone. His penchant for carrying burdens on his own hasn't changed a bit. Hello, fluttering sorrow. What matter here is the power of the hot springs is still active. Getting rid of Sama didn't get rid of the cause. Yeah, but why should we care? Let's ignore that and go home, Azuki. We'll be the only one who dies from it. I don't disagree, but you can't leave. Are you forgetting the world will end if we don't solve the case? Is it? You're gonna destroy the world, Press. I always knew you would someday. That's not it, Kinomi. But your lack of tension is not unwarranted. That part still doesn't feel very real. What do you think, Yuki? You were here to repair Singularity in the first place. I didn't see any signs of it. Then that's it, we have some brainstorming to do. Going back to Tokyo with this unsolved will leave a bad aftertaste to tomorrow. True, I only started this investigation because I didn't want to end the world to occur. Fine, let's go for one final discussion. It's the Vice President's job to support the President. At this point, no one knows what the first Azuki saw that made her warp here. But wouldn't another Azuki know at least what year she's from? Of course, I checked that before coming here. The first me sent herself from 1999. So 1999 is our clue. I suppose we could check the inn register for that year. Where books Kinomi showed them to me. Sir, yes sir, the register. Let's everyone go to the lobby and pick them up. Though I don't think you'll be anything major written in them. Don't get your hope up. Here's the register, 1 book per year, brought all of them. Thank you for sharing these highly private documents. You should be bound by a duty to keep them confidential, but you can understand this is an emergency. It's no big deal, all you got written here is names, address, and whether they cause problems during their stay. Just so we can say that we're full up whenever a British guest tries to make another reservation. Right, the inn evaluate guests as much as guests evaluate the inn. Lesson learned. 1999 register found it. May. 7 guests. Ryogi, Shiro, Ichilin, Sugitani. Rishin, Bazet, Karen. What's that supposed to mean? Same lineup as this year. Every guest aside from us has been here on the same day. Amazing coincidence, but is it really that weird considering the holiday week? I think 2 years ago I was already the owner, and Kashin's already worked here. Meaning everything was the same it is this year. Kinomi, what's up with that? Can't really remember. May from 2 years ago, it's all blank, man. What do you mean you can't remember? I don't know how to explain it, but I had even forgotten that I forgot about it. My actually seeing this register was surprised, even like, wait, really? It somehow doesn't feel like I was part of it. Oh, but maybe it's like that for everyone. I mean, none of the guests commented about anything being the same as last time. The same thing for everyone, not just Kinomi. That mean. Ew. Did you pick up something up? Yes, all the pieces fell into place. I figured out what the first output did. Let's talk about somewhere else. Follow me to the Sky Suit. It's a long story. Hmm? Wait a second, why is her name also here on this year? We've only gone off a tangent because the first output failed to deliver a decent explanation. First, I need to apologize for that, sorry. Although the first me didn't know who to trust. Teacher at least said what went down in 1999. You figured out the mystery behind the end of the world. Yes, I'm synchronized enough now to get partial image of what the first output saw. A star appeared here in May 1999. I don't know what it really is, but a star is the only way I can describe it. The star blew away the entire Kumano region upon arrival, and after it released gusts of magical energy that proceeded to liberate the surrounding area. The star magical energy emission is probably infinite. It will eternally whip up its storm as long as human exists. Why as long as human exists? You're saying it wouldn't run out of energy before destroying civilization on the planet's surface. This wouldn't be my mission if that were the case. Destruction of civilization is out of my direction. I'm in charge of case mankind's dying out. Though that's not a real sentence though. Was in 1999 when? I know that one. The Nostradamus prophecy in the 7th month of 1999. A great king of terror will descend from Mars. We don't know if his prophecy were true, but at the very least, nothing happened in 1999. And the month does match. This appeared in May, didn't it? Match raised a good point. The stars has nothing to do with the king of Anglo-motives. A regular meteorite is something mankind is equipped with to deal with. A meteorite trajectory can be observed years in advance, and Earth has a trusty shield in form of the moon. There are circumstances that makes it impossible to overturn the human order. For example, a meteorite small enough to escape Jupiter's orbit would simply be drawn to the far side of the moon, and that'd be the end of it. Knowing that, the stars can't have been something that fell from the cosmos. The logic came from the Earth. From the Earth, you mean underground. There's a star buried in Mount Kumano. Yes, that's the premise we need to consider when asking what happened in 1999. Although, don't panic, especially you two, Mash and Miyuki. My answer is the first act would determine that it was too late to remove the star. There's no solution left at that point in time. So the first Alco entrusted the people from the future with solving it, to be more specific. Since the problem was something she couldn't deal with, she delayed the problem by 2 years, along with the singularity it generated. Pardon? Alco made a 2001 version of the singularity. Technically, no wonder we didn't find any Holy Grail. After all, I'm the source. Whoa, no wonder my magic energy volume was dropping so drastically. I'm still maintaining the singularity even now. How long was this supposed to last? I didn't even know you could kick singularity down the road. But isn't it normal to flip the board when you can tell you're going to lose the board game? Same idea, except that it doesn't affect the game state, so it'll come back to haunt us later. And that haunting refers to this Kumano Inn, singularity in 2001 Alco. I already apologized, there was nothing else I could do, I swear. Mash, now is not the time to teach Aotsuki basic decency. Focus on the topic at hand. The appearance of the known star only happens in the singular rate. By kicking singularity from 1999 to 2001, things settled in 1999 without issue because they were delayed for 2 years. So far so good, but what happens to the delayed month of May in the Kumano region? I'm pretty sure it became a blank spot in human history, but as the documents tell the same story. That's why Kinomi and the other guests have no memories of May 1999. And that unknown star appearance, which should have happened in 1999, is instead happening now. You know the force of historical correction. It tries to ensure events that happen still happen. The incident in 1999 was postponed, so it brought together multiple factors to create identical circumstance. So we can summarize that if the incident had the same guest lineup 2 years ago, then the true perturbator is indeed one of the guests. That being the person who called the star, right? That's right, Kashin was possessed by the ox god. And Yukiko already solved that. Are you sure the star is going to appear? Perhaps the first Aku would have been searching for this perturbator. But she was killed before she was found him. I don't know about the next few Akos. I can assume they all believe the secret spring wish granting was the trigger for it, and stood guard at the bathing area every morning. But the imposter came from Wamon-sama's system, so none of them could find leads or answers regarding the star situation. The case was at a stalemate. No, there was one suspect, the most likely one we ever had. You figured it out? Yeah, I don't like getting things on process of elimination, but that's the closest to an answer we can get. We gotta settle the subject of the year first. The first Atsuki came from 1999 to the present. She said that this is where the club starts, so she's here to search for the cause. Why 2 years after the fact, though? Obviously, the incident wouldn't have occurred until then. Can't find what will happen here. Conversely, this means the unknown star requires 2 years to mature. It needs to charge or something to that effect. This should apply to 1999 at collapse. The first collapse, 1999, we can assume that the cause of the star generation is 2 years sooner, in 1997. Oh true, I forget about this angle since I can't toss problems to the past, but checks out. Which brings us to our suspect list in the in-guess. Each had their own objective, a humble wish. That was necessary to kick off the Aotsuki murders, the 1-1 settlement system. It had nothing to do with the star. Ergo, if your objective is clear, then you're not a suspect. Let me review everyone's objectives. Yuki and Mash came from Korea to fix the singularity. My assistant was summoned by Yuki for whatever reason. Double arrived from 1999 to save the world. The detective received the missing person case he normally refused. Each only wanted to get younger. Mazu came to Japan for a job, but was more interested in the secret spring. Karen's goal was to look after Bassett. I don't even need to say what Sugitani's rentable goal was. It's already common knowledge. Ryogi brought in her family on a trip for the family prosperity wish, if possible to add a sword to her collection. Fujino is Ryogi's hired bodyguard. She was an art dealer here to sell Ryogi the sword. Kumano was just a comedian playing at being shady. Kashin is a victim of possession. That's all the guest objectives were uncovered so far. There's no one with a still undisclosed objective. There's still one. Someone still hasn't told us her goal. What is it? Kunoji, why are you here? Because you're Aotsuki's friend who had been a valid answer, but you got to the inn before she did. Aotsuki came from the future. Soldier was in a sense called from the past. But unlike them, you're the Kunoji Alice from the present. Being Aotsuki's friend doesn't cut it as a reason for your presence. Alison and I weren't working together. I was so sure she came here to help me. Strange thing to say, Alko. But I seriously look soft-hearted enough that I go out of my way to help out a friend who hasn't sent news in years. I have nothing to say in my defense. No one suspected Koenji's intention because the two of you being together is almost natural thing in the world. The inn registered for May 1st of 1997 had a name in the guest list. Koenji Alice. You came here on the year and month when the unknown stars start growing. I don't want to hear any excuse. The petrolator is you, isn't it? I simply came to pick up something I forgot, or rather, to take back something stolen from me. A witch toy I lost in this inn 4 years ago. The ploy kickshaw named only one, number 1 shining star. An everyday candy dispenser of wishing stars only capable of granting a single wish. The toy concept is that of a box of wishing stars. It's originally based on a gumball machine. In a market street that last witch happened to see on her way from shopping. The witch took enough of interest to approach the machine as it was unpopular and had been forgotten by people. Insert a coin, turn the handle. Candy appears with a chunking sound. The candy came in many different shapes and colors, but not particularly what the witch wanted from it. The witch took it in this wonder without blinking. To wish for something that you want, but what you get is something different. Not unlike life, this was what life was all about. Inspiration suddenly stirred. The witch went home in a rush to give shape to her idea. Squeezing the many wish, accumulate the many stars. Give me money, give me friends, give me a lover, give me a dog, give me a job, give me a family. I want advancement, I want a passing grade, I want to get married, I want success, I want security, I want to be loved. I want to do it all over again, I want to recover those loose. I want to regain the spark, I want to forget those days. There, the requirements are in place. One turn of the handle and down the rolls the wishing gumball. If it's truly the same as what we hope for, truly your number 1 wish. If such miracle came to pass, that wish would have to be number 1 in the world. Based on the concept, the wish gave this toy a destination. Pole kickshaw, box of wishing stars. Only one, number 1 shiny star. The toy to grant the number 1 only wish. The box of wishing stars, a desire mechanism regulated to individual use. The ploy kickshaw that I misplaced here at the Kumano Inn. A wish vendor in the guise of a gumball machine. Curious to describe it. If I have thought of that, I have given a different pity. Don't go waxing what ifs on us now. Point is, we know the ploy is fully operational. Why did you leave behind rather lose such a dangerous thing? How negative can you get? Don't drag my name through the muck. It was stolen from me here at this inn. It was back in 1997. I was forced to dispose of my employees, which I had no further use. The amount of curse had passed the mansion capacity. I couldn't so much as store my extra talisman. I couldn't simply dump such a dangerous goods near a human population, so I chose this mountain. At first I was laboring dismantled place while staying in the mountain college, but then I saw this nearby inn. I decided to relocate and got work on the dismantling. In the end, things worked out well. The crystals woven into the place were nearly unraveled and neutralized. Later, as I came down the mountain, I set a small stone shrines in various spot and consecrated the place. But as I got back to the mansion, I checked my toolbox and noticed that one of the dismantling tools was still there. Something I never dismantled has gone missing, and yet I don't know which one it is. I can tell you this now, but I'm sure it was the ox god lurking beneath the inn. It stole my ploy and muddied my memories of what exactly it didn't dismantle. The ox god that revealed wishes informs the future, must have wanted my box of wishing stars to make a new vessel for itself. After all, their properties are identical. The Ox God revealed the future to and kills humans, but not out of contempt for them. I wonder if it was the enjoyment of granting human wishes that made it keep claiming victim after victim. Huh? Isn't that just killing for a thrill? Shush, Shizuki. I feel the same way, but keep it to yourself. So you don't know where the wishing star box is either, Alice? No, and I'm glad I don't. It means I'm not responsible. Pull the other one, Miss Alice. The fact is, you lack the capacity to feel responsible. Only you did mention something a while ago. My memories of May 1999 are also fizzy, so I must have come to know that year. We're presumed, for argument's sake, that the box of the wishing star had been activated in 1999. Early in 1999, supposing I heard of the booming Kumano hot springs via news or a phone call. I realized the employee was stolen 2 years ago at the Kumano Inn and go in person to take it back. Yet the mountain roads are unfamiliar, so it's hard to go on my own, knowing the danger. It's almost certain that I asked for the company of a familiar face who used to the roads. But according to you, the retrieval was a failure. I was defeated and the box with wishing star would certainly seem to have done something it shouldn't have. I get it, so back in 1999, Alice, you came here ahead of me and failed to stop it. I finally understand why it was Shoji was summoned as a servant. What reason would that be? You died back then. Because you died on this mountain, you summoned a spiritual body. For what reason would you be a servant? But now that star identity is not so unknown anymore. Box of wishing stars. I'll be shortening the name to Shining Star. Any more details we need to hear, Alice? What gets to me the most is how effortlessly you can whip up a world-class ending catastrophe. I'd be so much less bother if it were a ploy you inherited from your dear mother, Miss Mainster. It must have been strengthened by the Ox God attributes, although I don't have any proof for my speculation. Shining Star was growing stronger for each wish it grants. That's what it created the 5 secret rings for. For each wish it properly grants, it gains the wisher's life, and more lives increase the grades of the box. You know how some stores rate the products with the stars? Same idea. Granting 1 wish made it 1 star. Granting 5 wishes made it 5 stars. Shining Star must have had 5 years when it completely floored Alco in 1999. You think you get brag when you lost to it too? God, it's SSR. SSR, what do those lines stand for? Don't mind Senpai, he does those ram jokes sometimes. Moreover, what are the implications of it increasing in rarity, grade for each wish granted? The ram mindset is starting to match. 2 years ago, 1999, Shining Stars upped its grade by granting the wishes of the visitors to the 5 secret rings. Aosuki determined that she couldn't oppose it then, so she launched it to Singler in the future, producing the false results that the Shining Star ultimately never went off in 1999. A harsher crime than falsifying election results, but the situation demanded it. It was the right call in my book. Sorry my dictatorial coup d'etat or whatever. The first Echo probably knew she couldn't defeat the Shining Star anymore. She couldn't figure the mechanism behind the enemy, but its traits and text told her that she couldn't allow any more wishes to be granted. That was all the information she was working with. She launched it at Singleri to next year that Shining Star would appear, and got there before it did. She wanted to lower its grade before the big fight. That's why she said she couldn't let anyone get their wishes granted. So this time, Shining Star, has only 2 stars, thanks to Rejuvenation and Shoulder Pain Exterminator. I feel like someone could have cut it down to just 1. Sorry for letting my desires get the better of me. But 2 stars is particularly far weaker than Shiny Star from 1999. Alco dynamic strategy has proven fruitful. When do you agree? Aha, that's good thinking, Mash. You do have a good brain in that nugging. We just gotta find and destroy Shiny Star, and its case closed. Though where to find is a really good question. There's one thing about Shiny Star that's still not sitting right with me. It's been granting guest wishes to increase its grade, but who wished for it to do that? Is Shiny Star itself wishing to increase its own capabilities, or is there someone needing to make Shiny Star more powerful in order to grant their own wish? Nicely spotted, Shizuki. You found a catch. Shiny Star doesn't have a wish of its own. All it does is grant a wish of the person who turned it on. It started with someone turning the candy vendor handle and drawing this wish. The great increase was necessary for granting that someone's wish. That should be the sequence of events that led to the 5 secret springs sprouting. Yeah, good to hear. How so? I'm only seeing bad parts. I mean, your play didn't cause harms on its own. According to doing that makes everything worthwhile. Good point. There is indeed a patch breeder. Someone sneakily brought Shiny Star to the inn. It relies on someone wish to operate, so it is how guaranteed to have its owner now. And I believe you're going to figure out who it is. I'm proud of you, Senpai. Let's hear your full answer. Mash, your intense intuition is killing me. I get the feeling I'll take over to spare you. The answer has already been delivered. Shiny Star disappeared in 1997, was it? In that case. Yes, there's only one person who was at these hot springs both 1997 and today. Kinomi. You were my waiter during my stay here for 4 years ago. Don't say it out loud. Don't say it out loud. I didn't steal anything. It appeared in my room when Alice left. It was you. Yeah, me, but you can't put it all on me. I didn't know anything. I couldn't have known the toy was such bad news. Well, it was. Now bring it here. Breaking it will save your hot springs. I know, I'll go get it. I can't believe he was the root cause. Wait, I suppose I can't call him that. He said it appears in his room. What's on that, Koenji? He's telling the truth. Shiny Star could have been stolen from me by the Ox God or a person possessed by it. But I also couldn't find its wish there. The creature's only grants the wishes of human beings. So we need the closest human around to turn Shiny Star on. At the time, Kinomi was beginning his life at the inn and quickly got himself on the owner's good side, so he was a perfect pick. Except what? Something still doesn't fit. I don't know. I never got the box of wishing stars idea to work as intended. Huffing and puffing. God, I'm tired. Here's the thing. Hate to break it though. That is... You didn't even put up a fight over the thing. When did you get this compliment, Kinomi? Kumano, it matters so much more. I don't want this end of the world to take it away from me, Prez. Trust me, it won't. Thank you, Kinomi. You ultimately saved the day. Oh, by the way, what did you wish for? You turned the handle, didn't you? I'm not telling you that. Wait, okay, look at Shiny Star. It figures. Wawan-sama is in there. Or to be more accurate, Wawan-sama's base mix. The Ox God put part of itself inside Shiny Star so that Wawan-sama remains active even if we got rid of the main body. The Shiny Star running in 1999 must have been mostly Wawan-sama. Wait, really? Is this my fault for making up a name in a legend? It was only explaining your groundless rumors. Without your Wanwan-sama name, it would have been simply use a different one. Expelling Wanwan-samas is our top priority. We better head to an opening door. If we bring Shiny Star to Almighty Spring, we should find it able to remove it for good. What next is up to Elko. I'm not against either option. Allow me to take the point. I report back on any hazardous protrusion. Nothing really changed since yesterday. Yeah, yesterday's incident athletically exercised the god. Only trace of it remains in the corner of this shiny star of things. Everyone else has made their descent safely. I'll be following next. We better descend too. Care to go first, Alice? After you. You can catch me or slip. There's a timid remark, if I ever heard one. If you're so scared, want me to jump down, rather carrying you. Hey, have you been wondering how it was he died in this place? You didn't witness yourself, did you? I guess not. I doubt I even spotted his body, but I can be sure how he died, if nothing else. It's the only witch situation where that guy who soon survived on Earth destroying meteorite impact would kick the bucket. He'd have died protecting you. I see. If you think that's how it went, then it might be so. Sorry for the wait. We'll get this finished right away. Alko, pass me the shiny star. Right away, so what are we gonna do with it? I've been thinking about that, Yuki. By drowning, right? Correct, the Cloudy Magus who repaired number singulars ought to know. You're very assuring. Wait, you're putting it in the water? Won't it rust? More like, won't the water there have... Detective Hosuke, stay back as Wanwan-sama. That's not necessary, none of you will have to fight. Wanwan-sama has vanished. Was that something like a lingering scent of it? Yes, doesn't the figure of those who enter a secret spring wishing spring appear before them? Just now we saw the wish future of Wanwan-sama itself embedded with shiny star. Having lost its main body, it no longer had the power to resist in effortless defeat. I understand now why the devil in the archive got the better of me. That was the anti-ploy jamming put up by Shiny Star. I wonder if the idea was to restrain the movement of any ploy of a low rank. Hey, so was the name Wanwan-sama all just... Hey, yeah, I was hearing this one signal in a dream or something, where I boarded. All that remains is put up stop to play kickshaw. It does make for a pretty mixing bowl, but is there any means other than instruction to stop it? No, we can't even be sure what got it working in the first place. There's no choice but to dismantle it. What's going on, Azuki? Anything left you're still hiding? That's right, I better tell you, just to get it out there. Once this straight shiny star to cause the world to collapse, I'll be going back to my own time, and this singular will disappear. Kumano goes back to being as peaceful as ever, haunting or no hauntings. At the same time, since my existence like this in 1999 singularities, the latter ceased to be. In 1999, the world won't have collapsed, and the case will be successfully solved. by preventing destruction of Shining Star and events, which was delayed to 2001. Great, the result of the work we put into the investigation, we'll finally be able to go home then. It also means that Sojiro's death will be confirmed. Even with time and space prepared, it doesn't mean that everything that occurs in Singular will be negated. The person who dies in Singular will go back to their original state of dying that time, even if the Singular isn't repaired. Consistency lines, of course, plays out. In other words, the fact that I die in Kumano means in 99 won't change, even if Shining Star is broken in here. So instead of being here to solve the case, you're saying 1999 will be the year that I die. Yes, that's most surefire the way to save the world. That isn't good for me. I'm strongly opposed. Let's think of a different plan. Whom I'm inclined to agree. Is there an alternative? Nothing within reach. One thing could settle the whole matter. We could destroy Shining Star and repair his Stinger before he gets dragged and dies in 1999. What do you mean? Isn't he already dead? No, Sojiro's death is an event in the Singularity, so he's still alive when it comes to the end. The consistency was still aligned. It's possible to return to 1999 from now. I'm the one anchoring the Singularity 2001. Remove the lock and now automatically return to 1999. In line with that, we can set the timeline to the beginning of the Singularity. And start Shining Star before Alice arrives, before it starts demolishing the surroundings. Which is why it's my favorite ask. Sorry about this, but can we go back to 1999? Of course! Think again. What are you gonna do if you commit to that? What's going to be in 1990 when we head there? Some manner of spectate waiting to shock us all is what I like to say. But when I cut off magical energy maintaining the 2001 Singularity, it'll be 1999. The next moment. 1999 Singularity is basically a minefield. Your personal safety isn't guaranteed. Hide behind the first rock you see when you arrive, and keep an eye out for a Shining Star to emerge somewhere. Once it's found out, it'll be our turn to act. We got Alice, Yuki, and Mash with us. The thing to remember is there will be a collision this time between the two Shining Star from right here. In 1999's 5-star counterpart, they can't coexist in the same time, so once they overlap, it will be replaced by the new one, detuned from 5 stars to 2. That was the intention behind you're not letting any wishes be granted. Right, I'm guessing I didn't know what the enemy really was, so I fought a way to weaken it. Oh, so there's a decent shot at winning. Fine then, let's go right away. I want to see what the world is like, where my wishes came true. I'll have to decline. If you want to go, you'll be on your own with Azuki's bunch. What? Why you gotta rain on a parade like that, Your Highness? What happened to fighting to save the world or help your best friends? What's got your feet so cold here? Is your life really so valuable? It is to at least someone you're imbecile. I got my wife waiting for me to come home. What, Your Highness, is married men? Weren't you gonna confirm bachelor after doing that for school? Sorry about this, Shojiro. That's why I can't go. I promise I come home safely. There's no more detective work to be done. I'll leave the rest to you guys. That won't be a problem. Congratulations, Habriiel. Hey, I never thought I'd hear those regards from you a second time, man. By the way, what's she's like? I'm sure the older me knows the whole story. It's someone you already know. I'll say the introduction for you when I get you to a phone. That's another mystery solved. So Detective Tsukichi, Rainier visits the old building every evening to call home to Tokyo and promise he'd be back soon. Drop dead, you son of a bitch. Forget him, Shizuki. Go into business with me. Quit the detective agency once it's wrapped up. I hate to break it to you, Tobimaru, but it won't be so simple. You're too wrapped up in this phenomenon. There's a binding force affecting people aware of the situation. When I go back, you see, all of you are coming with. What's that? Is that what your little story about this apology was for? You bitch, you didn't should wait for me to divulge all of that first. Yeah, you got it. 10 years on. I'm still loving how effortless on the uptake you're with me, Vice President. Great, stop here. Now I'll unfasten the lock covering the singularity of 2001. Just like how a stretched out rubber returns to its original state, the surrounding area will be the year 1999. The change will be quite noticeable, so shut your eyes if you're prone to dizziness. You're sure we're in the right place? Yeah, nobody ever comes out here, so we won't be able to see. This is where I've been jumping to. But this has been used as a starting point since the second upload. Oh man, I was so blown up in Frozen a while ago, but it's starting to wear off pretty fast. Isn't going back to 1999, going through a time warp or something, is that really okay? It won't inadvertently kill us. The press looks like she's fine as always, same with Yuki Mash. Even the vice president with that ever-present look of disgust had looked like we had may as well give it a try. Me, Kinomi. Who's that behind me? Oh, it's you, Alice. I'm not scared or anything. It's just that nerves getting me too little, really, I swear. Stage fright is perfectly commonplace. Even the side characters have to take care not to bomb on stage. I see, even though I don't agree. As stage goes aside, characters can ask for more lavish. Anyway, there's one thing discussed before moving out, alright? I've been thinking all this time, but can't venture a guess. It shouldn't have been possible to activate Shining Star. It was a failure. The condition for activating it for the deploy became a fairy tale that had faults. What sort of faults? A gumball machine that only makes your wish come true if it's your number one and only one. Doesn't sound perfectly fine. Everyone would want the best attribute to how it goes. But I was mistaken. Everyone has their own greatest wish in the world, which is why no one and only wish exists. I want success. I want a promotion. Give me a lover. I want the dead brought back to life. Wishes like these are abundant around the world. They're mundane as stars are countless in this cosmos. Shining Star fails to even glimmer. There's no single greatest wish that exists in all the world. Let me ask one more time. What is it that you wish for, Kinomi? Not telling. Alice and Kinomi talk about something away from us. Probably wish related. What it was Kinomi wish for, I guess. Yeah, I don't think he'll ever even tell Alice about it. It might be the first time I've seen Kinomi act so stubborn. Isn't he just sulking, if nothing else? That shameless wretch isn't about to tell anything what he sincerely wished for. More importantly, are your preparations done? Maybe you don't need to rush, so you can take your time. Yeah, I know. Now that the coordinates are set, all that left is to take my hands off it. Everyone gather around. Shut your eyes for 3 seconds, and we'll be there in a flash. It won't make a difference, but you can hold hands if you're worried. Everyone ready. Whenever you are. Okay, reach a flow singularity commencing. Off we go to Kumano's hot springs of 1999. And it's time to get it again.